Imagine your production line grinding to a halt, not for minutes, but for weeks. You need one part, just one, and it's nowhere to be found. If your facility still relies on Allen-Bradley SLC 500 systems, that nightmare might be closer than you think. The reality is, SLC 500 components are disappearing fast. Today, we're breaking down the 5 biggest reasons why upgrading now is the smartest move for your facility. Not long ago, finding a SLC replacement was easy, but today it's a completely different story. Parts are obsolete, and the only sources left are surplus vendors, third-party sellers, or refurbished stock. And even then, availability is still hit or miss.
Pretty much across the board in all the SLC components. SLC 501, 502, 503, primarily the 505s because they're Ethernet capabilities. A lot of the power supplies, 1746, P1, P2, P3s, and a bunch of the I/O modules, especially specialty modules, analog, high-speed counters.
And as supply shrinks, prices skyrocket. A part that used to be a couple $100 now might cost thousands, and you might not even be able to find it. We've reached the point where waiting until something fails just isn't the option anymore. When that happens, you might not be able to find a replacement at all. Even if you manage to find a replacement part, repairs aren't getting any easier. These controllers are old and failure rates are rising.
Power supplies, they often fail because of electrical surges or just age of the product. The processors, EEPROM errors, memory failures, I/O modules, just because of age. Communication modules too, they're older, DH+, and DH485. They just age in the electrical system, they just fail all the time.
And when a SLC does fail, your options are limited. If you don't have spare parts on site, you're looking at 6 to 12 weeks to source a replacement. Compare that to a modern PLC, which typically have a 2 to 6 week lead time. That means longer downtime, lost production, and increasing costs every time something breaks. Modern industrial automation depends on real-time data, remote monitoring, and seamless integration. Unfortunately, SLCs weren't built for that world.
The biggest challenge is going to be the communication protocols. Modern systems are going to rely on Ethernet IP, whereas the SLC platform is going to be DH+, DH45, RS-232 serial communications, which a lot of newer technology isn't utilizing. So you're going to have to add in some sort of protocol converter or another type of product which could add complexity to the system.
These workarounds aren't just a hassle. They introduce more failure points, slow down your ability to use modern automation tools, and add unnecessary complexity. For companies looking to move towards Industry 4.0, legacy controllers like the SLC are a major roadblock. They weren't designed to handle advanced analytics, cloud integration, or real-time data monitoring, and keeping them in service limits what your facility can do. Rockwell Automation has been phasing out support for the SLC for years, and most modules no longer receive service or firmware updates. That creates 2 major problems: reliability and cybersecurity.
Rockwell has discontinued, or they're not supporting all the products anymore. There's certain modules you can get support on, but they've kind of moved away from supporting it as a legacy product. So if you do find people, they're fewer and far between to get the right person that can answer the question, and just in general, the support is lacking now.
And on top of that, cybersecurity is a growing concern. Modern PLCs get firmware updates to protect against threats, but SLCs don't. If your system is connected to a network, that outdated controller could be an entry point for cyber attacks. Manufacturers are becoming prime targets for ransomware and cyber threats. With no updates or security patches, a SLC system could be the weakest link in your network, leaving your entire facility exposed. Now let's talk about cost. Repairing a SLC module, if you can find the parts, runs anywhere from $1,000 to $2,500. A full PLC upgrade might range from $10,000 to $50,000, but the benefits go way beyond just having new hardware.
But over the length of the product, you're going to get a lot more diagnostics, capabilities for your system, and just a more reliable system that's going to be supported through Rockwell, supported through vendors, and more availability for replacement parts.
And if you can't upgrade all at once, A phase modernization approach lets you swap out the processor first while keeping your existing I/O, using an adapter module to bridge the gap. With better diagnostics, fewer failures, and easier troubleshooting, a modern system pays for itself over time. Instead of waiting for an expensive emergency repair, you can take control and upgrade on your own schedule. SLCs have served their purpose, but the reality is clear. Keeping them in service is getting riskier every day. Parts are disappearing, downtime is increasing, and security threats are growing. A proactive upgrade ensures reliability, efficiency, and peace of mind. Don't wait until a failure forces your hand. Start planning now. Want more information? Check out our full article down below for a deeper dive into SLC upgrades. And if you need expert advice on the best migration path for your facility, reach out to HESCO today. We're here to help. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to Automation Nation. Drop any questions you have down in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them. See you next time.